It was supposed to be a pipe dream. Just something nostalgic that I recently revisited just to recapture old memories. And also talk about what could have been. And that's all it was supposed to be. Just another chapter in a page of if only this had happened, maybe this would have. Well, once in a while, that pipe dream becomes a reality. And the reality is this. It's been 10 years since Alien Isolation came out. But now, we finally get the answers we've been seeking. The answers a lot of us fans have been hoping for. It took a while, but better late than never. The impossible dream has finally been realized. Welcome back, Alien Isolation. What is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some Alien Isolation. And guys, ever since Silent Hill 2 Remake came out, I never in my wildest dreams thought that my next video I would make would be Alien Isolation. And why would it? Well, this caught me completely off guard today, but it made me about jump out of my chair. So if you're wondering what has happened, I'll fill you in. About a month ago, I made a video that was really successful that I want to thank all the people for watching it, subscribers, everything, because it's actually my most commented video. I got a lot of input on it. It's basically talking about how I believe the terrible IGN review is one of the biggest reasons, not the only reason, but one of the biggest reasons why Alien Isolation ultimately failed and why it failed to sell and failed to continue on in terms of making a sequel. And as I said, I got a lot of feedback, so I thank you guys greatly. But I just thought, hey, this be something I hit. You know, obviously, I made it roughly around the same time that the movie Alien Romulus came out. And even having a whole pipe dream of maybe with the whole big hoopla of, you know, aliens coming back in theaters being successful and people coming back playing this game because of that. Maybe one day, you know, who knows, maybe they'd go back and revisit it or something like that. I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that it would actually become a reality. And the irony is about, I mentioned it in my latest video a few days ago, is that IGN actually, ironically, 10 years after the anniversary of this thing, 10 years after the scene of the crime, they would actually write in defense of Alien Isolation in terms of, like, a different writer, by the way, not the original writer of the review, but saying how much they love the game and stuff. I don't know if it's damage control, but that's the second time I've made a video about something, and IGN a little while later like makes a very eerily suspicious video shortly after. But what I got today, oh my goodness, I couldn't even fathom it. Guys, after 10 years of struggling, suffering, wondering what might have been, what could have been, we don't have to struggle and suffer anymore. Because now something that I don't know if I willed it into existence. No, nothing I did, but I just hadn't been in the right place, right time. But Alien Isolation is coming back, guys. And no, I'm not talking about some remaster or something like that. Is that officially right now, in early development, Alien Isolation has been greenlit to have a sequel. That is right, guys. You heard that correctly. Alien Isolation has been greenlit in the early developmental stages to have a sequel. Where do I even begin with this stuff? As I said, about basically a decade since its 10th year anniversary, but better late than never. So basically, Creative Assembly confirmed this today and basically said, you know, hey, on a horror classic's 10th anniversary, its birthday, what better time than now to announce this thing? And obviously they said they're going to have more details when they feel like they need to reveal them. It is in early development, but guys, regardless, that is absolutely amazing. As I said before, I still stand by what I said in my video talking about Alien Isolation. It's an amazing, excellent entry in the survival horror franchise. I was so happy a lot of people who never played it were now having the urge to play it after the movie came out, you know, bringing aliens back in the forefront. I absolutely love this game, but yeah, 10 years after the scene of the crime, we finally get what a lot of people have been wondering, just a satisfying conclusion of what they could do. Because for me personally, I've always said this, and a few people who may have not liked Alien Isolation, I was wondering, and yeah, it would go a little bit from the survival horror vibe of it, but I was wondering if they could do the transition that the movies did, from the first Alien, being more horror based, because it's just, the one in your first encounter, it maybe go from that to maybe how Aliens was, adding even more and having an experience and doing something like that, which would be cool, because I know some people wanted to see more of that, and I'd be all for it, having the best of both worlds. That's why both Alien and Aliens are two of my top 10 favorite films of all time. I think they're masters of both the genre, the horror in the first one and more the action in the sequel, or they can go back to doing the first one. Either way, I'm happy for it. I'm kind of really ecstatic. This was not in the drawing board for October. As I said, I was preparing to get some Silent Hill 2 remake content for you guys. I know we had Alan Wake 2 DLC. I got the retro Halloween Evil Dead game that I want to give a try as well. There's just so many things, and Alien Isolation having greenlit a sequel, that was not on the bingo board, but it makes you feel, hey, you know what? If this could happen, I think a lot of things are on the board that could possibly happen. Maybe one day I'll get my damned Dino Crisis, and that's another thing coming out sometime. I guess this month on the classic catalog, and be playing that, but maybe I'll get an actual sequel to that. But maybe we'll go to things like Half-Life 3 being a reality, or whatever the case may be. But if this can happen, if this can be willed into existence, that puts a lot of things on the table. As I said, this October, it's already packed enough, but this was a bombshell of an announcement. And from someone who absolutely adores the first one, to be going back here to get some, I guess, whatever you want to call it, just some closure on Amanda Ripley's story. Because I'm assuming they're going to continue on with Amanda Ripley. I said, we don't know the details, but I'm all for it, and I'm all for all the painful, agonizing deaths. So, yep, this one's on you, buddy. You can have it all day long.
I'm on my way up to the bridge.
But, as I like to say, that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Did this announcement catch you guys completely off guard? Did it just make you think, damn, this is actually going to happen? Did I possibly will this into existence? I don't want to take too much credit. No, I didn't. But, yeah, it's just kind of funny how, like, about a month ago I released that, and then here we go, and talking about trying to defend Alien Isolation, and talking about the whole IGN review, and then here it is, a month later, a sequel being greenlit, 10 years later. As I said, better late than never. And how would you do a sequel? Would you file the same way the first game, or would you do what I said, having a transition from like the first movie Alien to the second movie Aliens, or maybe you have something completely different? Either way, I want to hear all your guys' ideas. But yeah, it's finally nice to have an announcement like this. Creative Assembly, take your time. We're in early developments. We're all patient people. We've already waited 10 years. That's fine enough, but now that we know that this image is not going to be the last image that sits in our head from this franchise, and we're going to have an actual continuation. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all later. Peace.